This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, you guys. To me, this is the stupidest fight ever. Actually, the two stupidest fights ever. And it's about Claressa Shields and Amanda Nunes. Of course, these country bunking, backyard, hillbilly fans are going to love this. And of course, people that want to see all of this mixed up combat sports are going to love this stuff. But here's the thing. I think it's doughdoughheadish. I think it's brain full of mushish. I think it's, what we call brainwashes at its truest and its most properest levels. Let me explain why. Only a Rudy Poo and a Plum Plum brain. A classic dough and a troglodyte. An ultra fanboy or ultra fangirl with the ultra fanboy or the ultra fangirl rhetoric will want to see this nonsense. I don't care to see this. I don't want to see Claressa Shields fighting Amanda Nunes in the octagon. I don't want to see Amanda Nunes fighting Claressa Shields in a boxing square circle, because we both have to be smart enough to understand this. The three-dimensional thinker that I am. Matter of fact, I don't even need to use three-dimensional thinking ability. I'm going to use Hino's Sport plain common sense ability. That's always enough to put me 99.9% of the head of the pack. Now, if I want to be 100%, I just go into three-dimensional thinking mode. How is that going to work? So Claressa Shields, you want to potentially ruin your whole combat sport career because you want to step into the octagon? Amanda Nunes, you want to ruin, yourself because you want to step into the square circle? This makes no sense. Both fighters are going to humiliate each other in their respective sports. We don't need to see that fight to know that that's what the conclusion is going to be. But I guess there is a market for this. I guess people are clamoring for this. Now, will it be exciting for fight fans that just want to see people beat each other up in their respective sports? Yes, because for so many years, this has been brewing that MMA folks have been wanting for boxers to come onto the MMA side. And I'm talking about a more regular recurrence. We've known this happen before with James Toney and, Herschel Walker, people that are football players. We've known this to be true. We've seen this happen before, and they've gotten embarrassed. James Toney got his butt embarrassed. I did not like that for him. And we've seen it on the other hand where Conor McGregor stepped into a square circle with Floyd Mayweather. Damn near got his head chopped off and knocked out. We've seen this before, man. It's not good. People think this is excitement, but it's not. When somebody is not a professional at their sport and they step into it, it's basically a professional versus an amateur. And what it tells me is that fight fans, especially fight fans these days, are brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. They're Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Blanks. They're classic dose and they're troglodytes. Why would you want to see an amateur in a sport that they are clearly an amateur at fight against a professional? What do you think the outcome is going to be? You see what I'm saying? Look at Paulie Malignaggi. When he sat there and he went into bare knuckle, he got damn near beat up. I mean, it was ridiculous the way he got beat up by Conor McGregor's buddy. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. I don't like this crossover stuff. Claressa Shields needs to be fighting female boxers. Amanda Nunes needs to be fighting MMA women fighters. I mean, that's what it needs to be. All this crossing back and forth, unless you're a person that loves this type of stuff, low-level stuff where you just want to see people just beat the snot out of people in their respective sports. If you just want to do that just to get banter out of it, then it is what it is. But people that are really fans of combat sport, whatever variation of combat sport it is, it's ridiculous. Claressa Shields needs to be worried about a Cecilia Brækhus. She needs to be worried about these types of people. There's still some unfinished business that she has as a female boxer. Why ruin that because you want to fight Amanda Nunes? Because if you go into contract with her, you whoop her ass in the square circle, you got to run it back with her in the octagon. Now, of course, this would make sense to Claressa Shields if she was just doing it in the square circle, right? But it's not making dollars and it's not making sense. Shout outs to Tom Ross TV. That's his saying. So anytime there's somebody saying, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. It's not making dollars and it's not making sense. So why go into the octagon? What are you going to gain out of that? You potentially could ruin your boxing career because you're giving Amanda Nunes free license. And I'm sure she's going to have free license to get you in a guillotine, man, and submit you for her to actually use her legs. If she does this, that means, Claressa Shields, you are done and you are toasted. Because you've never fought mixed martial arts before. It requires a multiplicity of disciplines, fighting disciplines, which you don't have. You're just a boxer. I mean, come on. And on the other side of the coin, freaking Claressa Shields. We all know that you're the pugilist here. Amanda Nunes, you step your butt into the square circle, you getting embarrassed. People that are sitting here telling themselves in their brain, oh, Amanda Nunes, I think she could box. She did it against Holly Holm. Please, Holly Holm ain't nowhere near no damn Claressa Shields level. Let's just keep it a buck here. Let's keep it a buck. These MMA fighters at their best level are amateur, not even amateur. I mean, there's amateur boxers out there that can beat the snot out of them in a square circle. So why would I pay my money? Why would I want to be entertained? I'm sorry, I'm just too smart and I have too much common sense. Why would I sit there and want to watch a pro go against an amateur in that respective sport? Does that make any sense to you guys? So I'm not for this. I know a lot of people are sitting here saying, yeah, man, that would be the biggest, money generator. Of course it would be. It would make dollars and it would make sense because of the fact that from an economic standpoint, from a politics standpoint, it makes sense. Not pugilistically, though. Not from a fighting standpoint. It makes no sense because you have two fighters in their own genre of sports that wants to fight each other on their side of the aisle. That makes no sense, man. Who wins out of this? The fight fans that don't care to see, real fighting, people of two of the same sport that are evenly matched. Is it those that win? Because that's the only thing that's drawn in my brain. Because Claressa Shields fighting Amanda Nunes in octagon rules, MMA rules, she can get destroyed. I don't need to see that fight to know that that's going to be the outcome. Amanda Nunes fighting Claressa Shields in a boxing square circle rule parameter, she's going to get freaking destroyed. I mean, come on. Do you guys need to see this to know what the outcome is going to be? I'm already telling you what the outcome is going to be. Both of them are going to destroy each other. So enough with the nonsense. I don't know who's sitting here clamoring for this stuff. Claressa Shields has some unfinished business because she self-proclaimed gave herself the GOAT title. And if you're going to give yourself that title, there's some unfinished business there for you to get that title. And fighting Amanda Nunes next in both the boxing square circle and then the octagon could potentially ruin that for you. And Amanda Nunes, you sitting there fighting Claressa Shields in both octagon, which is going to benefit you, but square circle, which is not going to benefit you, will hurt your stock. Look at Conor McGregor. His stock has not been the same since he fought Floyd Mayweather. It is not. His cachet has not been there. This is what I'm talking about. So again, am I not making any sense here? Because remember, he knows the sport always has to be the one to bring the commonest sense and state the most obvious. We already know what the outcome is going to be on both sides of the aisle. So who's clamoring for this Rudy Point plum brink stuff? Who's clamoring for this classic golden troglodyte stuff? Who's clamoring for this foolery and this nonsense? It damn sure ain't me, and I'm hoping it damn sure ain't you. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.